Hello everybody, I'm getting you a good shot of the schematic, and remember to put the diode between the emitter and the base. I made some changes to the circuit. Put the 75 ohm resistor right there between the light and the trigger, and then the sweeper, it runs directly to the base. And then I replaced this 75 ohm resistor with a 5 microfarad 400 volt capacitor. And then on the load side, on this light that I'm running, I put a 330 microfarad polarized capacitor right there going to the load. And we're going to have some fun tonight. This is the voltage going to my light, and it's showing 11.12 volts, and right now we're at 0.16 amps. I'm going to go ahead and dump this capacitor, and I do that real simply by just turning it right there and then bring it back, and we'll start at 0. That capacitor is loading back up. Got an LED light, and it's basically it'll run up to 50 watts. It's only running about a quarter power right now. Okay, and anyway, I redid my Bedini wheel and made some modifications to it, and I really like what I did to it. I got everything a little bit more balanced, and so I can use it for a timer. But that's the way it looks right there. And I've got it in stealth mode. I'm resonating. This is pretty cool. There's the 555. I'm using the 5 microfarad side of it. Right now I'm operating the system at 12 kilohertz. That's 12,000 kilohertz. 12,040. Okay. I got a perfect balance on my load on the scale there, and it's right in resonance. So what's really cool is I'm operating this at 1.5 watts. Okay, and the kind of unique. But anyway, we're going to start having some fun with it, and I can crank up the voltage by lowering the resistance. You can just now begin to hear the 9 kilohertz, 7 kilohertz, and watch the analog meter drop. I'm getting out of resonance now, and the getting out of my decibel range, so okay, operating at 1 kilohertz right now, and you can see I'm not in resonance. We're pulling 14.3 watts, and my light is red and going to the bridge rectifier, and there's my light, quite a bit brighter. I got to change this over because now I'm over the voltage scale. I'm at 23.6 DC voltage at 0.06 amps. And I was getting fooled by my readings. I put a choke on there to make sure that it climbed up over 50, and I said, okay, I'm getting some feedback through there, so I had to calm it down a little bit. But you can hear it just singing away there at 1 kilohertz, okay, 14.1 watts. Now I'm gonna take my potentiometer. That's all I'm doing, take my potentiometer, and you'll see the analog meter when it hits that red dot. Almost there. Almost. Almost. Alright. There it is. Right on the money. At 11.77 kilohertz. 1.5 watts from the wall wart, and the voltage is 7.5 volts, and the amperage is holding at 0.08. Now it'll climb up because of the because of the 5 microfarad capacitor. It should climb up to about 23, 24. It'll take a while to get there, but it should climb up to 22, 23, 24 point, almost just a little less than a quarter of an amp. It'll climb up to, because that capacitor build up, and it'll hold the same frequency. So playing with the balancing act some more, and the kind of a different configuration for Bedini. If I turn the wheel, it'll flash my light, but the hertz are so high that it won't even. You can barely hear the 11.83 kilohertz. Very quiet. What's cool is everything stays cool at that setting, and just almost where I want to be. I want to tune my coil. I want to be right at 20 kilohertz. And once I get there, then I'm going to the races, because then I know how to build my coil pump to pump energy out of the ground. That's where I'm going. So just wanted to show you my configuration, and you can see that's climbing to 0.10. Like I said, it'll climb right on up to 2.2, 2.3, level out because of the reflection off that cap. So gaining ground, got the pump working, and on 1.4 watts, so 1.5 watts. Y'all have a good evening, and I'll talk to you next time. If you're not having fun, you need to be.